What's poppin', y'all? It seems like this one streamer really thinks she's a lot more important than she is. And this is a streamer by the name of Somaya. Yeah, this girl got a collaboration with the producer London on the track. Yes, that we got London on the track. And she started to get a little bit of criticism forward. And she would reply with the following and saying, just to be clear, I went to DR, Dominican Republic, for business and opportunities that were presented to me. The internet can run with whatever story it wants, but I'm not entertaining the drama. I'm focused on the opportunities in front of me and leveling up. If it's me versus everybody right now, then so be it. So she was in the Dominican Republic with London on the track. This is a video of her, like as you can see it with this caption: fans claim streamer Somaya 19 vacation in the DR with producer London on the track after he helped craft her song and allegedly paid for the visuals. So they're alleging that this guy paid for the visuals, which in a separate one where she's previewing it saying we got London on the track, new single on the way, boyfriend, you can see her walking down, like, I don't know, this aisle. And it's also like, yo, it doesn't seem like there's any work getting done. She's out there in a bikini flexing that. They're doing some zip lining. There's like, where's the studio at? And we do see them in the studio in a separate clip, but you're probably thinking, okay, maybe, you know, he's working with a new artist, developing her, because at one point in time, people were doing this with Summer Walker, right? Correct, but Summer Walker is very talented. This chick, Somaya, has 2 songs. Yes, you heard me correctly. She has 2 songs released. You know what's the craziest part about this? One of them is with Aspen Cartier, which is the chick that beat the brakes off of that dog. Yes, the dog. And she got arrested for it too, and then she just came back. That girl, Aspen, is signed to, I believe, Columbia, because she's got a song with her, and Somaya cut her off because of the dog incident. But that's one song that she's got out. And she's got another song with this guy, BAKJ, who is signed to 10K Projects. So she seems to be unsigned, and she did a song with these 2. So she has no solo music out on Spotify. 100,000 monthly listeners, and she's working with London on the track. Dog. And not only that, but he's financing her career. Dog, let's be for real here. So of course, people are criticizing her, valid, and one of the people criticizing, it's a lot of chicks criticizing her too, and they're saying she 20 having her way. Ever since Cap said stay loyal to the game, that's exactly what she did. Now what they're talking about Cap saying stay loyal to the game is her situation with Floyd Mayweather. So she was dating this guy No Cap, who is signed to Floyd, or not signed to Floyd, signed to NBA YoungBoy, and Floyd ran into her while she was live streaming. I'm gonna play that clip for you guys right now.
Thank you. Oh, what is Floyd? Huh? It is Floyd Mayweather. It's Floyd. Huh? I thought they were tripping. They said, is that Floyd Mayweather in the back? Oh my gosh. Huh? That's somebody you should ask to be in your stream. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I low-key want to, but like it's a hell of people. I'm scared.
I think he'd be doing like that though.
Yeah, no, I'm too shy.
It's Floyd Mayweather. He's not gonna knock you out. Huh? Oh, I have a boyfriend.
So what?
So what?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm not interested.
Just be your friend. Being your friend.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
My name is Maya, but I have a boyfriend.
Say your name again?
Maya. Yeah.
That's all right.
Thank you. Oh man. I hope that doesn't get clipped.
So after this incident happens, he says, stay loyal to the game, not me. Now this chick, she is primarily a live streamer. So she's first a live streamer. She's a hard-working live streamer. I'll give her that. She streams a lot. Like most chicks, especially doing IRL content and putting in effort, flying to different places, flying, quote unquote, right, or getting flown out, they're not filming like content like that. But this situation happened, and it's funny enough because No Cap, and this was months ago, the situation with Floyd, No Cap shouts out Academics on his IG. So the back-end child is No Cap. He says, the GOAT at Academics, thanks for everything you did for this game. Now, I don't know what game he's talking about. I don't think he's talking about the rap game, because because Academics has had a long history and back and forth with this girl, Somaya. So first, I'm going to play you guys the clip right now of him talking about London on the Track situation, the most recent one.
Yo, London on the Track is like the male, he's like the industry equivalent to your girl saying that that's her photographer buddy. He's the that gonna make all of your hot chicks, yo, get in the booth with me. He the Platboy Max of the new bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, hold on, I can't snitch on my man. Yo, just London, I fuck with you. You're my guy. See what Shen said.
Now, this is wild because this makes, what depends is this song going to get dropped? Because to be for real, you cannot have success as a female artist, female rapper. Like, you can't, you know how people will say, oh no, she like smashed her way up the ladder. Maybe that happens in the corporate world. I don't know. That clearly was happening, I guess, in like the Epstein side of things. But that does not happen in the rap world. I don't know about the pop music world, because in rap, a lot of the most successful rappers, the majority of guys in the rap game cannot say that they cracked them. Like, they were kind of very, very reserved, and they had to establish that boundary because naturally speaking, male rappers have zero respect for female rappers. The large majority of the mainstream successful male rappers, they just think they suck. They're just not listening to them. They're not in their palette. They're not in their diet. So if they do music with them, they're usually getting paid for the feature. And I know this because like there was a mainstream rapper that's talking about, man, I gotta go cut this feature for this chick. Like, you look at how Kodak Black talks about the situation. So for example, let's say the top female rappers, a Nicki Minaj, a Cardi B, that have also collaborated with male rappers, who else? Lotto, right? There's not rumors around the industry that these women are getting around. They're not. And if they are, they're involved with somebody behind the scenes or in a separate industry. Now, you could say, well, what about Megan Thee Stallion? Everybody says that they were cracking her. Yeah. How many collaborations is Megan Thee Stallion getting recently? She's kind of been pushed out of the game. Like, DaBaby cracked, Blueface cracked. Who else? Allegedly. Well, they talk about it. Tory Lanez. Like, people were hearing, and Academics put it out that everybody was hitting that. So the thing is, once they hit that, they're not really trying to work with them anymore. So you could say it's a little bit manipulative, but rappers like a Nicki Minaj, a Cardi B, they would kind of have to withhold getting involved with these guys because it would be bad for business. And also, some of these guys that are cutting these features, or certain producers that may be working with them, they think in their mind that maybe there is a chance. So some of them, not all, some will continue working with them, and they have to, like, the female rappers put in this difficult position. It's hard. It's hard to make it as a female rapper. Not only does it cost more, there's higher demands, but you also have to play this game of politics that male rappers don't have to play. So where does this apply to Somaya? Well, Somaya was just with London on the track in an exotic Caribbean location, getting flown out, working quote unquote on music. You know who else she claimed she was working on music with? A Trippie Redd. And this was where the situation between her and Academics started, and it started with this rage bait clip that Academics reacted to.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month? Over 6 figures a month. I was just about to say,
And keep in mind, these girls are like under 25. They have a little bit of following on social media. Guys are flying them out left and right. These girls, when they're popping this type of shit, the guys who got the money fly them out. Maybe they think a bag is cool. I ain't buying no bitch no bag, but whatever. Like, they're hypnotized by money. You fuck them for a week and you send them back. And they sit there, post a bunch of pictures of places you've been, you live in, cars you drive, and they get back on the track and wait for the other millionaire to fly them out. Like, it's kind of a sad life. I don't know how they make it look so lit. They make it look so lit. Like, yeah, you got to make this amount of money. Chat, these are the women you do not take serious. Like come on. Like, a woman that gives the criteria of how much you need to make, you don't take serious, period.
So here, Academics is talking about, like, yo, you know, this is what's going on with these chicks. He's right. He's 100% correct. This was in January, by the way. So in less than 2 months, she went from being flown out with Trippie Redd, which she claims is business, to now being flown out by London on the track. And Academic claims that there's other rappers that are flying her out too. So there wasn't any music we saw released by Trippie Redd with her. I don't know if this London on the track, he was gassing that song. But this led to her arguing with Academics on live with this escort argument.
Academics, shut your fat ass up, bro. You keep talking shit. Stop talking shit, you gummy bear looking at. You keep talking shit. Stop talking shit.
We know you for literally a rapper. That's why we know you. So we're gonna post
No,
your
that's
anniversary
how.
from
You
getting
know me from the no
introduced
cap
to being
situation.
on the
That's
track.
fine. That's fine. You can know me from that. That's fine.
And then we're gonna
But
post
listen,
the anniversary
I'm-
of you getting the turf.
But listen, I am a
out.
streamer. Don't try to downplay me.
I know you.
Out here and I get my clips and I do my little shit. Don't ever try to do that to streaming you and all that. Don't give a don't downplay shit I got going on. All you do is sit your fat up on this internet eating your potato chips and talk about the next.
Wait, is that the one that was going?
You making your money though. You making your money though. But you also paying the. Nobody want to genuinely fuck with you. Nobody like, around you genuinely want to be around you. Listen, I done heard talk about you, bro. They don't fuck with you.
Okay, by your definition, Trippy paid to you then, because
me. So no, stop trying to spin this narrative. Yeah, listen,
so you paid to not. Wait.
Because now this is a joke to me.
Wait.
So nobody, all you do is sit in the chair a lot.
Yes or no?
I want you to get up here and talk about your own shit you got going on the internet.
Okay, cool. So he paid to not fuck you then. So you're saying he bought the jet, he did all this, and still didn't.
No,
that's even worse.
Already been playing. He just asked me to come. Ain't nobody had to do shit. Stop trying to pin a narrative against another person in me. Stop trying to pin a narrative against the next. Worry about yourself.
I'm going with
logic. Can you see your because you acting like you can't.
Okay, ma'am. I'm going with logic here. You said
you ain't going with logic. That's not logic. That's your dumb brain.
So when I said when I said I put girls on a private jet, you said, well, you paid to.
I don't care who you have to put girls on a private jet to because look at you.
Wait. Trippy
nobody fucks with you. Nobody fucks with you, bro.
None of what you're saying is gonna hit hard because I'm hitting you with facts.
It doesn't matter because I already answered your questions and now I'm seeing the kind of narrative, the kind of you is, bro. I'm like, all right. He said he thought I said the little 100K. Let me get on this phone and say that. You like, come on, bro.
Yeah, listen, ma'am. I'm telling you the facts that you again. I'm not trying to dogpile on you. I get it. You're young. You're still figuring shit out. But I'm telling you, you think that these people are inviting you around just for you to stream? No, they're having active conversation. Yo, how's the?
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter.
Yo, that's how they talk about escorts, man.
It don't.
So here, time will tell, right? This was in January. And as we've seen, clearly not much has changed because now she's with London on the track. She's talking about like, I'm a streamer university, this and that. Yeah, she's a streamer, but she's not a musician. And they're not flying you out there to stream with them. They don't want you to be streaming with them because I didn't really see her streaming in the DR. Or maybe they're like, yeah, you could cut on this short stream. But she's 19, 20, something like that. And she thinks she's lit. But the problem is, like I said, these songs, I don't believe that they're going to get released because what incentive does London on the track have? Keep in mind, so she was just flown out with Trippie Redd. You think she went out there and nothing happened? Okay. She was flown out by, what's his name? London on the track, most recently. Before that, she was kicking it with No Cap. So this is already 3 people in the hip hop rap music sphere that she's claiming that she wants to get into that were involved with her or people believe that she was involved with them. Because really it doesn't matter what actually happened, but this is the thing. Word gets around with rappers. So if Somaya was known as somebody that gets flown out and doesn't give it up, then she's not going to get flown out anymore. You see how that works? But if she is known for getting flown out and getting busy, working, if you want to call it that, then that spreads around and they're like, okay, let me have my turn now. However, this harms her because nobody's going to want to do music with her. This is why I'm looking at London on the track. Like Academics is like, yo, London, let me know if this game works for you. Like, yeah, London's done music with Shensia, who I believe he was dating as well. He's also done music with Summer Walker, who he was dating for a while too. I think he did an entire album for Summer Walker. But these are 2 legitimate, talented artists that had strong fan bases and careers before they ever met up with London on the track. Somaya is a nothing. Like I said, she doesn't have a single song out on Spotify that is a solo song. I'm not even going to try to listen to her music. Aspen Girl, I think she's actually got a little bit of motion. We'll see how she recovers from this dog incident. But Somaya, what usually happens with producers like London that allegedly run this type of game is, or even rappers that run this like feature stuff with these chicks that have this type of reputation. They'll pretend like they record the music. They may even record the song. But once it comes time for the song to release, they go ghost. Start scratching their heads, talking about like, yo, my label doesn't want to release this. My fault. My label doesn't want to clear this song. So they bait the girl in and then they think they're going to do music. They do the music and she, obliges, she services them, allegedly, and then the song doesn't come out because they're like, why the hell would I release the song now? I got what I needed out of her. So with London, I'm looking at it like, this is a humiliation if London gives beats to this chick that has zero it's almost a dishonor to the craft to put out a song with her. So I do think that this was just promotion, unless the only way that this, and when have we ever seen a streamer that's also a successful female rapper? Now, granted, if Somaya makes this work by the grace of, I don't want to say by the grace of God, because what she's getting up to has nothing to do with God, but by the grace of whatever devil she is acting on behalf of, or whatever devilish things she is doing that people are saying that she's doing. If she makes this work, she made history. As a female rapper that's also a streamer, we've never seen anything like that. That's like the female DDG, right? And that's also another example. If she didn't even get a song with DDG, is she getting a song with London on the track? Nah, we can't have that. We're gonna have to change his name from London on the track to like Liverpool on the track. But let me not disrespect Liverpool, because isn't SD Kid from Liverpool? He's hard. It's gonna change to like Manchester on the track, or what's a whack city in the UK? Something on the track, because we can't have the prestige of London on the track with this level of, I was about to say female rapper, with this nobody rapper. That cannot happen. And Academics did fall back. That's why he didn't go in on her as much, because her and her mom came out of nowhere and was threatening to sue. And it is a little bit understandable why they would approach that, because he was using certain words like escort that, puts a label on her, especially if she's trying to get some brand deals or whatever. But I really don't get the deal with this whole mom thing. Like, we got NLE Choppa's mom in the game. We got, who else's mom is in the game? We got Daphne Joy, but 50 Cent's son isn't involved in anything. But who else? Gabrielle, Alea's, Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend's mom in the social media game. Like, what's going on? When did moms used to just fall back? Did we ever hear about Amber Rose's mom? No. Did we ever hear about Black China's mom? Very, very briefly, but not too much. But have we ever heard of Ruby Rose's mom or her parents? No, we haven't heard from them. So these like old school chicks that were in the industry, these it girls, if you want to call it that, we didn't really hear from their moms. But nowadays, like, moms are getting involved, and it's like, yo, play your role. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think the song is dropping? I am praying to God it doesn't drop. And you might be saying like, yo, that's some hater stuff. You're praying on her downfall. No. Whatever they were involved in was devilish. So me praying to God that it doesn't release is like keeping it in the bottle. It's keeping like the devilish genie in the bottle. So really, this is, a form of love that I'm putting out there into the world. So yeah, I pray to God it doesn't release. Y'all let me know. Do you think it's going to release or not? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.